Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. Okay, the first news story. If you like free WWE Network specials, I've got some news for you. Okay, that kind of sounds like a commercial, but this isn't a commercial. I'm not associated with WWE Network. In fact, don't get the WWE Network. Last month, we had Survivor Series 2020, right? The farewell to the Phenom, the farewell to the Undertaker. So obviously, they have camera crews following him around all day, backstage and stuff like that, as well as they're shooting other specials and things like that. So there's a lot of like different little network specials that are going to be coming out of this one event. And actually, one of those network specials is something called Day of Survivor Series, where they're kind of backstage following people around and kind of recording a little bit of a documentary. Now normally this is on WWE Network, you have to pay to watch it, but actually they've uploaded this to their YouTube account, WWE themselves. They've uploaded this to their YouTube account, so it's absolutely free, 20 minutes long. I just thought I would push that out there because they've never put out a documentary for absolutely free before. Yeah, they've released one of the documentaries on their YouTube channel for absolutely nothing, except the cost of watching their advertisements. Okay, the next news story is about Monday Night Raw tonight. So WWE, they have announced a few things that are going to be happening on Raw tonight. Hopefully you're watching this before Raw, but I'm guessing the majority of you are watching this after Monday Night Raw. But if you're watching this before, then I can tell you what's happening tonight. So first off, AJ Styles is doing something called the Nightmare Before TLC. So it's a segment he's doing, I guess, against McIntyre, and Sheamus is going to be joining him for this segment. I don't know, but they've also announced AJ Styles versus Sheamus is a match. So it's kind of confusing what's going on there. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's gonna be pretty entertaining and interesting to say the least. But the Nightmare Before TLC is happening tonight, I guess, because tonight, if you don't know, is the final Raw before TLC this Sunday. Also, they have announced that we're having Lana versus Nia Jax in a one-on-one match. All I gotta say is hopefully Lana doesn't get injured. And another thing they've announced of note is actually the Firefly Funhouse field trip, because I guess they're moving, but he's actually going to be there with the puppets. So how are they going to pull this off live inside the ring is going to be interesting. Like actually live, like there's no editing in stuff, there's no pop-up things, there's just live. So it's going to be interesting how they pull this off for the Firefly Funhouse field trip or whatever they want to call it. That's the thing I'm most intrigued by. Also, the Nightmare Before TLC thing's intriguing, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens on Raw tonight. Okay, the next news story. The next news story is about NXT India. So NXT India, that's an interesting thing because it's a new brand they're kind of launching. Like they had NXT, just regular NXT UK. They've been kind of trying to branch out like NXT Japan, and now they're doing NXT India. So apparently they're having a India tournament coming up in the end of January, and they've already announced a few names for it, like the Singh brothers are in it, and Jinder Mahal is in it. I mean, I guess Jinder Mahal, they believe in their mind, or maybe he is the biggest draw for the market in India they're trying to expand into. Then they've been trying to do this for years. This is the whole reason Jinder Mahal even won the WWE Championship a few years ago, is they wanted to appeal more to fans in the country of India. And apparently that didn't really work for Jinder because he was a heel, but then now he's a babyface, and I think he's a babyface now. I don't know. He's gonna play flip-flop like Big Show, but it's very confusing. But they're having a tournament. It's not gonna be all wrestlers from India. There's gonna be a few wrestlers from India, and the rest are gonna be just like every other tournament with people from around the world. And this is actually taking place, and they're gonna be filming this in the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. So this doesn't really make a lot of sense. It looks like it's just a show kind of targeted towards fans in the country of India, not so much that it's going to be all wrestlers from India and they're going to be filming the tournament inside of India at a new facility they've built in India. It's not like that. It's kind of just a marketing kind of scheme. But it's taking place at the end of January. We're going to have the NXT India tournament, so we'll see where they go with that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a bit of a slow news day, so those are the only confirmed things that I talked to you guys about today. Now I'm going to use my catchphrase. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news stories, and now we're going to talk about some juicy rumors. WrestleMania 37. So one of the matches for WrestleMania 37 is rumored right now. So this one's kind of interesting. So what's the plan for McIntyre or even Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania, as Vince McMahon would say?
I'm back. Okay, so the point I want to make here is WrestleMania doesn't just have one main event; It has a bunch of main events. It's Wrestle Freaking Mania.
So, yeah, as whatever the hell that was said, Vince doesn't believe there's just one main event of WrestleMania. There's a bunch of main events, and one of those main events was Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship this past year. Obviously, Drew won it, and he kept the title for a while until he flipped it with Orton and then flipped it back, and now he's champion again. It's just a mess. But basically, the next year, this coming WrestleMania 37, what is Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre doing? Well, apparently they're going to be facing each other again. I don't know if it's going to be for the title or not, but apparently they're adding something new into the mix. And it's a person, and his name is Keith Lee. So apparently we're having a triple threat match. I don't know if it's for the title. I don't know if Drew's going to lose the title beforehand. If not, it will be for the title. But it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar versus Keith Lee in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 37. So that's going to be interesting, especially if they add the whole title thing into the mix. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it's very, very interesting match, to say the least. Okay, the next rumor is about Riddle. Matt Riddle? Riddle? I don't even know what they're doing. I swear they change it by the week. Or someone screws up and still calls him Matt Riddle. So anyway, I'm calling him Matt Riddle because I believe Riddle just sounds like a very crappy, comic book villain that isn't really good. But yeah, so Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is apparently one of Vince's new favorite things inside the WWE. He thinks he's very, very weird, but funny at the same time, and special and unique. And the next great thing, but who knows? So Vince really likes the Matt Riddle thing. He thinks it's unique and funny, and he doesn't really get it, but he thinks it's unique and funny. So we'll just have to wait and see what that means. I don't think that's making him push to the main event or anything, but maybe Matt Riddle will stay mid-card title here soon. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. The rumor here is Vince McMahon absolutely thinks Matt Riddle is hilarious.
That's right. I don't get it or anything. I really don't get it. I think it's dumb as hell. But it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. So, let's make him champion.
Okay, the next rumor is about a man by the name of Lars Sullivan. Maybe you've heard of him, or you've seen him, unfortunately. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is, I can officially announce. I can announce it! Okay. I just gotta contain my excitement here. Ladies and gentlemen, Lars Sullivan has gone missing. So Lars Sullivan, I believe at this point, has no fans left. But I believe at the same time, maybe that's a good thing in the mind of him, because he's supposed to be a bad guy, he's supposed to be a villain, he's supposed to be a heel. So he's not supposed to have fans. People are supposed to hate him, but they've done that. But maybe for the wrong reasons. I don't know. But basically, he's gone missing. No one really knows why. He's not shown up to the SmackDown taping. So there's two possible reasons. One, creative has no idea what to do with him. Vince McMahon just gave up on him. Or the second option, which could be a possible option here, because he was supposed to have a match with John Cena at WrestleMania, and then I guess he got too nervous about it and anxious, and backed out of it and stopped showing up at shows. But WWE understood, because they're like, hey, we're more accommodating nowadays of mental health issues. If this was any other year, we would have fired you and just left you with no income and pretty much homeless. Anyway, Lars is basically gone missing again. We don't know if he's just like that, if he's gone missing, or if creative just doesn't have anything right now for him. We don't know, but if I hear anything, I will keep you guys posted.
To be 100% honest with you, I forgot about that guy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the final news story, the final rumor for this episode of WWE News and Rumors is about everyone's favorite red-headed diva, or women's wrestler, whatever she is now, because she kind of left right in the mix of everything turning. It is about Miss Eva Marie. So Eva Marie, I don't know where to begin here. So there's a lot of rumors going around about Eva Marie right now. So apparently she was signed to the WWE in last September. So this past September, she's been signed for months. So they've been kind of trying to find the right thing for Eva Marie to do to return, and hopefully she doesn't get booed. But the thing is, she can't get booed because it's the Thunderdome. And the Thunderdome, if you don't know, the crowd noises are completely fake. They're completely scripted. So that means WWE's dream of finally being able to control the crowd and to control who gets booed and who gets cheered has came to reality, and they can actually do that now. So they're just absolutely loving this, to be honest. Anyway, back to Eva Marie. So there's been rumors of her being the person who Angel Garza gave the rose to because she has red nails and she's all red everything or whatever. There's just a lot of rumors going around. People are I don't know if I should use the word excited, but they're intrigued, I would say. And who knows what they're actually going to do. But the rumor I have, the update I have for you guys about Eva Marie is she was seen in the Performance Center actually training for a return, trying to become a better wrestler, the best wrestler she could possibly ever be. So I know a lot of people like to complain about her in-ring abilities, the last run she had with the WWE, but she has been away for a few years, and maybe she's had time to improve on those skills. Who knows? Maybe she'll come back and be like a legitimate best women's wrestler on the entire roster. It's unlikely. I don't want to put anyone down. I mean, if you're in the WWE, you're one of the best wrestlers in the world, but a lot of people just thought they just hired her because they were kind of still in that diva phase where they were just kind of, you know, hiring models, and that's what she's been, is a model, and she's been very successful at that. But she tried something new with wrestling, and she looked like she went back to modeling after they released her. So who knows if she's actually been training for the past few years, or if she's just now jumping in the ring for the first time again. But who knows, guys. But Eva Marie, it looks like, is actually signed, and she is training with the WWE for a return. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do. So there you guys have it. That is going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Right now on screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But thanks for watching, guys. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.